Hello, my name is Carl Surrey and this is a video tutorial for the Facebook group called Fans of Serif Software. Now this tutorial is looking at the assets and the assets tab that you can find in PagePlus, WebPlus and in Craft Artist. This is only going to be a very quick brief look at all of those three programs and how they use assets. I will not profess to be that great at using them. I don't very often use them myself, apart from in maybe Craft Artist where it is a bit more essential. But I will have a quick look at each of the three programs, and they all work in pretty much the same way. So if you learnt how to use them in one, you should be pretty good at using them in all of them. So what I'll do is I'll just go onto this blank page which I have prepared here. And remember, this one is in PagePlus. I'm using version X9, but this will work in earlier versions as well. Now on the left here there's a little arrow, and if you just hover over it, this tab will slide out, or if you click on it twice it will slide out and lock out, and this whole window will move over. Now this is your Assets tab, and there are different headings. There's My Designs, Graphics, Pictures, Picture Frames, Page Contents, Backgrounds and Pages. Now you can, let's go to Pictures. If you click on up here, you've got the Browse button. You click on Browse. Here you will find some photographs that are pre-installed with the program. There are not many with PagePlus, but you can add your own. But I'll just use this one here, and then I'll close it. And what it does, it has moved that asset into the Pictures section. I could then come down to Backgrounds and then click Browse, and there you can see there's a lot more backgrounds available. Let's just pick that one and click Close. And then to use this, all you need to do is just click and drag it, and when you release it will make that the background, and then go to the picture that I did it, and then click and drag it, and that will place that on the page where you can resize it and reposition it wherever you want. So as you can see, you can add all sorts of things. You can even add picture frames. Again, if you come to Browse, there's different picture frames. So if I click on that one, but you don't have to do this like one at a time like I've been doing. I mean, if you wanted more page contents, for example, you can just click on the subsection up here, and it will add different page contents. For example, let's try that one, and you could have a logo. Click that one. So you could go through all the different things, and then you could add your logo, and just click OK. The other thing was it a picture frame? I drag that over the image, and there you have the picture frame round the picture that we added earlier. And the other thing I added was it picture contents. See what this does. Should add 3 boxes that you can add either pictures to, so you can add 3 different pictures in there, I would imagine. So as you can see, you could add all sorts of backgrounds and page contents and frames, and then drag on them onto your publication. Obviously this now looks a right mess, but if you were doing this properly, you wouldn't be just dropping things randomly like I am. So basically, that is all the Asset tab does, whether it's in PagePlus, WebPlus, or Craft Artist. So you can close that tab just by clicking on the arrow. So I will now have a look at WebPlus, which is here, and much like in PagePlus, you have the little arrow here on the left. If you just hold it over that, the tab will open out, and if you double click it, it will lock. This has various tabs, but one being the Assets tab, and it has different sections. They're not exactly all the same, but the basic sections are the same, like pictures and what have you. And like before, you can click Browse, and the Asset Browser box will open. Again, Serif do not supply you with a multitude of pictures or backgrounds, but it's just the same sort of idea. You can just click on one and it'll add that to the Assets tab box on the left. And going back, let me just close that. If I go back to pictures, like I said, you got the browse button, and like in this program, WebPlus, in PagePlus, you can add your own. In the middle here, there is a click to add button, so you can add, and then it will take you to your own computer where you can randomly pick a picture to add, and that picture will now be added into the Assets tab, and like before, you can drag it onto the page that you're working on, resize it and move it. What was the thing I had before? There's a background, I think. Oh, these are a couple that I opened previously, but you can, you can see, you can rotate them and resize them, a bit like any other graphics, really. What was it set? Oh, that one there, and then just drag this over. Do you want to apply this background asset? Go. If I then close this tab, and just zoom out a bit, there you go. So there you have the basis of a new web page. Obviously you wouldn't necessarily do this yourself because it's basically horrible, but this is how you can use your tabs and the tab with assets to add pictures and graphics. Again, you could add all sorts of graphics. Let's close that again. I didn't lock the tab out. I do keep forgetting to lock the tab because I very rarely use it. I prefer to keep it closed, but you can alter these things in many ways, and then you could add in your own text. So that is the quick look at the Assets tab in WebPlus and PagePlus. And let's have a quick look at Craft Artist. Now again, you can only just about see this. On the left there's this little arrow. I'll double click that to lock it. And this works in the same way as the previous two programs. You've got the different tabs. Now the main difference is, rather than browse, it's got add items from DigiKits. If I click on this, now these DigiKits, some are pre-installed when you load the program, but many you can download mainly buying. There are a few free ones, but you buy them from a website called Daisy Trail. Like I said, many of these are installed when you install the program. So let's try comic book one, and you can just click on a few of these. Let's see what that looks like later. Must be. You can also add different text. So let's try C, A, R, and L. And what else we got here? And layout. No, I won't bother with those. That'll do for now. So what did I add? I added, oh yeah, let's try that one. Yeah, and embellishments, that was the little superhero man. And letters, there we go. So I can bring down the individual letters. And set up the making of your birthday card or Christmas card. Because what you mainly remember is a craft artist is to help you make cards of some description. So this would be page 1 is the front of the card, page 2 would be the inside of the card, and page 3 the back of the card. On this, the way I have this set up at the moment. I don't think I added anything else. So you can add your own photographs by clicking on add. What was something else I added? No, it wasn't. So that is a quick look anyway at how the Assets tab works in 3 different programs, all made and produced by Serif, and because of that they all work in pretty much the same way. There are some slight differences, like in different tabs within the tab, or differences in how you get some of these assets, be it via DigiKits and Daisy Trail, or by adding your own pictures, be it click here, add, and then add your own pictures into the mix. So that is a very quick, like I said, a very quick look at how you can use the Assets tab in 3 different programs, and if you know how to use one, you should pretty much know how to use all of them. Thank you very much, and goodbye.